So here I am trying to fix this Sloan flush master. Customer called, it's making some whistling noises and it's not filling right. It's not functioning, so we think it's the valve there. So we're gonna go ahead and get that replaced. Here we go, the pressure has been filled up, the tank's been filled up. As you can see, it's under pressure and it's making that weird noise. And that's what we're here to go ahead and try to get rid of today. I've kind of already started, but we're gonna go ahead and remove the clip here. Take this off of it. So this comes out like that. It comes off real easy. You don't really have to take that one off. So just this comes off. You kind of set it off to the side over here. Okay. Now on these, it's real important. Before you start working on them, what you want to do is you want to turn off the inlet valve. And then so we're going to go ahead and flush it. See, it's working. I can already tell it's got water here, so it might have a leak or something. But that's what we're doing there is we're just clearing the pressure. These tanks are pressurized. So we're going to clear the pressure. That way whenever we go to opening this, it won't shoot up at us or anything. So next step, sorry about that. Next step, we're going to go ahead and remove this with the Phillip head. And then we're going to go ahead and remove this. And I'll show you guys a trick on how to remove that in a little bit. Got the Phillip head screw removed with the screwdriver. And then this just kind of twists off. Okay, so we're gonna end up like that. And then here, let me pause this real quick and then I'll show you guys how to take this part off. So to remove the valve, you take a pair of channel locks like this, and just takes a little bit of doing with one hand, but you can kind of work that loose that way. I'll show you guys in a bit. So a little bit of elbow grease there, and now so we got it going. Again, I can't state how important it is to depressurize this tank. This tank holds a lot of pressure. You want to depressurize this tank. Not, it'll shoot up at you. Okay. And then bam. Pull the valve out. And we get ready to put in our new one. I'm going to do a quick inspection on this one and see where it was failing. Honestly, it looks like it was put in a little bit too tight, and maybe that's what it was. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to check this thing. So we took the valve apart. Everything actually looked pretty good with the valve. I already got it back in. What it was a calibration issue. And these valves, so when you put it back in, and I'm sorry I didn't record, I should have recorded it. Maybe I'll make another video at another time. But these valves anyways, when you put it back in, you kind of just tighten it till it stops, the valve itself. And you turn on the water, you let the water run, and you can hear a noise, the water's running. So basically you want to turn this thing half a turn, and then wait 5 seconds until you get it to where it does this. So it'll go, essentially from filling. See, it makes that noise from filling, and then it'll stop filling. Okay. So once that happens, you're calibrated, you're good to go. You want to set back your little flushing handle here. This thing here, so you want to put it to, I'm not sure if you can kind of see it, but to where it's about a quarter, the size of a quarter. And if you have a quarter, actually place the quarter on there. This thing, rotate it by hand until it gets to where there's about a quarter distance from this thing to this thing, so it's not actually on it. And that's what you want to have. And that's it, man. Working on the Sloan flushmate. Pretty cool thing.